Hey guys, this is Wyatt with Triad Dirt Works, bringing you another video here. I'm going to flip it around and show you what we got. A little bit different than normal day-to-day stuff, but as you see here, we're at a property and they've got a concrete driveway already that comes from the top and a lot of parking right here, but they're wanting to accommodate some more parking and stuff and maybe have a turnaround spot. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to dig all this out like Dad's already started, and right here the homeowner, he killed out the grass for the perimeter of how big he wants this parking space to be, and it's right at 71 linear feet on the perimeter. And what we're going to do, we're going to take some 6x6 timbers, pressure treated of course, and we're going to line this driveway addition with those 6x6 timbers and have them staked down with rebar and all that good stuff. And after we get it dug out to spec, which will be somewhere around the 4 to 6 inch range, we will get a load of ABC stone, or crusher run as it's called here, as a good base, and then we will walk that in and get it real compacted real good, and then we'll top dress it with a load of pea gravel or 78 M's, that real nice finished stone, and do that. So we got quite a bit of work cut out for us.
Hey you guys, hey, it's Marlon. Hey, gonna kind of show you what we got going on. I know White got a little preview of what's happening right here, but this is what we got going on. We're going cutting this thing out. We're gonna do a little addition to this driveway right here, and I know he's already went over this, but well, I want to talk about this little old machine right here, this little 800 we got. Man, this thing works real well with this little Takahauchi. Works real well, a little combo. But the biggest thing I like about this little machine is you can load it on a trailer, go up the road. We're about 40 miles from home, 45. You don't have to have a big truck, dump truck. It does little jobs like this right here. But the biggest thing I like about it, it's taking pressure off our little T-Rex skid steer. I know you guys have seen it. And that little old thing has been our workhorse machine, I don't know, probably for about the last, 3 years. That's been our primary grade machine and little track machine, getting in and out and not tearing stuff up. But this little machine right here, we've just got just a shade over 100 hours on it so far, and so far we're tickled to death with it. Just can't say enough about it. We've researched the stuff and talking about hear people talking about the 100 hour, 200, 500 hour updates on these things, and everybody you talk to has got some good things. I think they've got some track trouble about keeping the tracks on, but that's we haven't run into any of that yet. At 100 hours we shouldn't have nothing like that, but just wanted to kind of go over that a little bit and talk about what kind of pressure it's took off our other little old machine. It's kind of giving it a break and keeping some of the hours down on it. But
all right folks, so we're moving right along with this project. Got Weston loading up the remaining dirt that we got dug out here. It's probably going to be another load coming out of this hole. Starting to get everything roughed in. Got these timbers roughed in right now. Got them measured out, cut. Not quite halfway yet. We're not going to start staking down until We get everything measured, cut, laid out like we want it, and then we'll come back and stake it. But this is kind of the process. Come in here, get the dirt out, get it loaded up, hauled away, or put it on site if they need it. In this case, we're hauling it off. And then get your timber slate in there. Howdy folks, I want to give you a walkthrough. I know you've seen a lot of time-lapse footage right there, but this is going to wrap up day one on this project. It's about I don't know, we got here around 11:30 or so, and it's about 5 o'clock now, give or take, and we got exactly where we wanted to be today. Another half a day, probably tomorrow we'll wrap this thing up. We got the timbers laid, got them staked down, got them nailed together, and I tell you what folks, they are nice and in there, I tell you that. And especially after we get done backfilling, but those things aren't going nowhere. Kind of what we did, tried to stay custom. We used we already had some 3/8 rebar on hand. So what we did, we took those and we put, these are 8-foot timbers, 6x6. We got a 3/8 on this side, on this end, and we've got a 3/8 right there. And then right here we got a 1/2 inch. We didn't have enough 3/8, so we did have to go buy some more rebar, and 1/2 inch is all they had. Unfortunately, we couldn't match it with a 3/8, but 1/2 inch is definitely thicker, more durable. So we got 1/2 inch in the middle on each one of these timbers. So there's 3 rebar stakes per. And then also took some big framing nails, some big old jokers, and I put and toe nailed them everywhere I could get them. Minus right here, couldn't get one right here. You're not going to get that angle on that side, but anywhere I could get 2 per board on each side. So right here. There's 2 on this side, 2 on that side, 2 on that side, and 2 right there as well. So I'll tell you what, folks, they're nice and in there. I'm super happy the way these turned out. It is starting to come together, starting to look like a driveway addition. We hauled off 2 loads of dirt. I didn't think it would come out of this hole, but dirt is surprising. And we hauled off 2 dump trailer loads of dirt, probably right at probably 10 tons. 10 tons of dirt come out of here. So tomorrow we'll come in, bring a load of rock, do the ABC stone or crusher run stone, and then after that we'll cap it off with a 78Ms like I was talking about. All right, guys, going to do a little recap video here, kind of show you the progress we got on this job. This is day 2, and didn't have the cameras on me, and which is all good. A lot of this was just busy work, moving this gravel in, really nothing to it. Just hauling it in and getting it real compacted down. We've got all this middle compacted, now we're working around the edges. And Weston, he's going to go get a load of 78Ms, the pea gravel, cap this thing off, and then we'll get out of here. But this is what it looks like with the crush and run. We've got, let's see, 4.5, that's 9 tons of crush and run in this hole. Nice and compacted with that plate tamp. And I want to give a shout out to that plate tamp. We just picked it up today. We've never had one. We've had a jumping jack before, but it's out of commission right now. But this plate tamp came from Harbor Freight, and I know there's probably a lot of mixed emotions about Harbor Freight and their cheap tools and stuff like that. But Dad was watching Outdoor with the Morgans, big popular YouTube channel. I believe they're up in Pennsylvania, and they went to Harbor Freight and they got one of these plate tampers, and they recommended it. And just by this first job, it might fall apart tomorrow, but this thing for the money is doing a really good job. It's about probably 1/3 of the cost of some good plate tamps and probably half the cost of the rest. So it's a nice tool to have to the arsenal, especially when we're doing anything with gravel work, grading work. We can use it on our drainage, tamping our ditch lines and stuff in. So glad to pick that up this morning and put it to use first thing on getting this driveway addition all tamped in. So that's a little recap. I'll grab some footage of this pea gravel when he gets back with it, and we'll go from there. But All right, folks, we got this project all wrapped up, tidied up, got the stone on here, the pea gravel, and it is it capped it off real nice. Capped it off real good. This was quite the project. Turned out great. The tamper really came in clutch, and I'm glad we went and got that, and it'll be a really good tool in our arsenal going forward for sure. And very pleased with how this turned out. Looks really good, nice, crisp and clean. The timber work was great, and glad Dad could learn me something on these timbers. And yeah, it was just a really good job. I'm glad we could do it. Beautiful day to work out here over the past 2 days. Weather was great, and everything turned out really good. Pretty big area. We had 2 loads of dirt come out of here. It's about 10 tons of dirt. We had 2 loads of crusher run at about 4 tons each, so about 8 tons of crusher run, and then had another 4 tons of this pea gravel. And we ended up not using all the pea gravel. We had extra of that. That stuff spreads pretty good, and it will go a long ways, go a lot longer ways than the any other gravel. So it turned out really nice. And we're gonna load up and get ready to go to the next one. And anyways, guys, if you enjoy the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you might want to see next. This is Wyatt with Triad Dirt Works, wrapping up another project, and we do appreciate you.